Incoming priority message.
Good evening, Fleet, and welcome to Basecamp 16, talk show and mass jump. And Beacon Point week and meetups are over, and we are back on our regular schedule. So this is, you could say that weekdays are back, so to speak. And I'm here with my co-host Macros Black. Hello, Macros.
Inka.
How are you doing?
Fine.
As usual.
I had a bit of a setback today, but we can get into that when we get further into the show.
Okay, I'm looking forward to hearing that. And tonight's guest we have Commander LoneJohnSilver. Welcome.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great, thank you. And I think this is really fun.
Nice to have you here. To start this talk, so I would like to address the fact that you dropped out from DECE back in, was it December? Because you had some kind of PC problems.
Yes.
And then, was it 2 months ago, you got your PC to work and decided to continue DECE and caught up with us, which was magnificent because you had like 50,000. Yeah,
almost 3 months behind. Yeah, my graphic card malfunctioned, but the only game that didn't work was Elite. Everything else worked.
That's so odd.
So I didn't realize it was the graphic card, and I was for maybe 2 or 3 weeks tried to get it work with contact with the support team on ED and the devs and everything.
Yeah.
And then I got sick of it. I deleted everything, my journal files, the game,
Ouch.
everything, and I just quit. Then 2 months later, there were a couple of other games that started to not working. And I couldn't understand why. Everything, the benchmark programs worked, and there were nothing that pointed at the graphic card and was malfunctioning. So I just went and bought a new one and put it in, and everything worked again.
But how did you come to the conclusion that it was the graphics card which wasn't working? Because, as you said, nothing pointed out that the graphics card was the blame.
Well, I had a message with something with a what's the name, 3D something rendering problem. But it was only in ED. All other games worked, and I do VR with the Oculus, and everything worked. So I thought it was a software problem in Elite.
Yeah.
But then with the new graphic card, everything started work again, and I installed the game again. I lost my journal files, but EDSM saves your jumps.
Yeah. You can get back them from there, and you can
not your discoveries, but the jumps.
Yeah, yeah. You can upload them to Discovery from EDSM.
Yeah, and then I installed the game, started it up, and I was sitting at Basecamp. I don't remember which Basecamp it was. My last, maybe 5 or 6.
You were really far away. I think it was 50k light years or something like that.
And I was sitting there for a couple of days thinking about how if I should continue or do something else. But and I installed the Discord again and started chatting a little bit, and then fuck it. I'll do it.
But me and everyone else at DECE are very glad that you decided to continue and join us again. That was really nicely. My hat is off to you because you did a great job coming back.
I'm very happy I did continue, yes. And I had the Easter weekend ahead of me, so I had 4 or 5 days with no family or girlfriend or anything. She was out of on a vacation in Europe. So I had 4 days for my own, so I sat for almost 20 hours a day for 4 days.
Nice.
And did a lot of the catching up there.
By the way, if someone is wondering why I am sitting in my ship in front of a neutron star, that's because I have just arrived at waypoint 29 and this is almost at Basecamp 17, and I'm still waiting that multi-crew invite from Macros.
I did send you a multi-crew invite, Henke.
I didn't get your multi-crew invite.
I will send you a new one.
Do that, please.
I think you are just ignoring me, Henke.
No, I wouldn't do that. But I'm calling Elite and it's numerous bugs.
I just sent you a multi-crew invite. Did you see it?
No. I'm looking at my comms panel and
invite to crew. Wait a minute. Mining, exploration. There we go.
Okay.
I needed to do some more stuff. Sending an invite is not enough. You have to select the actual activity.
Yeah, that's kind of odd. So, do we get down to our questions?
Why not? I would like to say also, LoneJohn, that you decided to rejoin the fleet. That is really awesome, and awesome that you actually could make. So I think that was great work.
Yeah, and I think it was nice to follow your progress when you continued your journey. I did every time you logged in. I checked where you are going, and I was like, he's coming fast. He's coming so fast. But then again, you have Anaconda, so it's traveling is fast with Anaconda.
Yeah. And I have never been jonking before. I always scanned the main star in every system I enter. But during this Easter weekend, when I caught up almost 40,000 Kailis, I jonked the whole time. I still looked at the system map if there were something interesting.
Of course.
But now I have a very hard time to stop and scan the main star, so I've become a jonker for all time.
I know what you mean, LoneJohn. That happened to me, and you have to learn to scan the star again, because if you have done jonking for a long time, it's really hard to learn it to do it again. So, and now it works both ways. If you are always scanning the main star, you have to learn to jonk. It's not easy. It's habit.
But
yeah, and then again, jonking also makes you feel not so much exploration like. It makes me feel a little bit dirty just doing the jonking and just ignoring the main star.
That's just pure traveling at that point. You're just going from A to B, nothing else.
Yeah. Actually, I did some jonking today because I forgot to visit waypoint 27. So I realized sitting here at Basecamp 16 together with Mickey Shades that I seem to have forgot to visit waypoint 27. So I had to go back to 27. It was just 2 Kylies, so it wasn't a big deal. But luckily, I made it to 27 and back to Basecamp.
That's nice.
Doing the jonking, I felt a little bit dirty, but on the good side, I found an Earth-like, so that was nice.
Yeah.
Really, it had a close moon, but I did not have time to land on it and take some nice screenshots.
I found the 3 Earthlikes undiscovered, EDSM undiscovered last night, going from Beagle Point to here. But I went below at minus 450 something.
Yeah. Some say that the area around Beagle Point is well visited, but I found an untagged system, both in game and on EDSM, that was just 120 light years from Beagle Point. So it is absolutely possible to find untagged systems close to Beagle Point. Yeah. But I guess if you go to minus 400, not many commanders do that.
You can see the ED Discovery 3D map is very good in that case. If you go down maybe 300 or up 400-500, you can easily see the paths that others have taken. So you can choose a path in between others, or
very good idea.
It's very easy to see where it's undiscovered.
Don't you always also use the 3D map in Net Discovery, Henke?
Yeah, I do.
Remember you mentioned it on Discord when you were trying to get to places hard to get to. And the 3D map.
Yeah, that's nice.
At the time you were flying your Anaconda, right?
Yeah, might be.
You started out in the Anaconda.
Yeah.
So I remember. Yeah.
And
let's
to be honest, I maybe should have stick to with it. So.
Well, you get to do more jumps than we do, Henke.
Yeah, but it's biggest problem is that if you need to travel fast from A to B, it's not going to happen with T10.
The issue is obviously the time you need to take to fly in a smaller jump range ship.
Yeah, but then again, my range is same what it was back in 2 years ago before engineers, so it's not that bad.
Okay. Shall we get to the questions?
Finally. Maybe, yeah, finally.
Lone John, can you tell us a bit about your commander background?
I played Elite in '84 on Commodore 64.
Really?
And,
I did too.
But then I didn't understand much. I just went from system to system and docked to stations, and it didn't really get the point of the game. But I loved just flying around. And I had a copy, of course, like everybody else. So I didn't have a manual or anything. So you have to figure out everything by yourself.
What? You didn't buy it from the store? You dirty pirate.
Yes.
Like everyone else who had Commodore 64, I didn't.
Well, mind you, I bought the game, so I had the manual. That didn't help me get to Elite.
No,
I never got to Elite in Commodore.
No, I didn't either.
But David Draper was happier.
I tried the other games too, the Frontier, and but they were too buggy, and I didn't understand them either. So I just had them and played them for a while. And
were those also copies?
Yep. Yes, they were. But I have compensated that now. I bought things in the ED store for maybe 200 euros.
Yeah, I
to
think
make up
for
the copies I had when I was young.
So those purchases on the Frontier store, are those paint jobs or anything else you bought?
Paint jobs, clothing, everything I could. A lot of things, yeah. But I don't use them a lot, but I bought a lot, yes.
So your sins are forgiven.
Oh, yes, thank you. And then I don't remember how I discovered the Elite Dangerous, but I started on Xbox One.
Really?
So probably I saw it just in the Xbox store and bought it on Xbox launch and played for I don't remember now. When was the Xbox launch? 14?
Was it 2 years ago?
15?
15.
Was it 2015? I'm not sure.
I don't remember
I
either.
played for a year maybe on Xbox, and then I bought
The PC version?
Yeah, I bought the PC. I didn't have a PC by then. I only played on Xbox.
So why did you change to the PC platform?
Just because of the Elite Dangerous, yes. I bought a very expensive rig and the Oculus Rift and everything, just because of the Elite Dangerous.
So, do you do all your Elite Dangerous gaming using the Rift, or do you mix?
No, mostly now on flat, actually. Because of all the third-party programs you use at the same time with EDSM and the ED Discovery and the chatting and everything. So it's get tedious with the Oculus.
Yeah, I agree.
But third-party tools that display external pages, web pages inside your Rift experience?
Yeah, there's a program that can do that, but it's too much problem with it, I think. So it's easier.
Okay.
I have a 75-inch 4K screen, so
Oh my!
1.5 meters from it, get a big.
Wait, what did you say? 75?
Yes.
My God.
Well, if I would have
Shit, how close do you sit to the screen?
1.5 meters. 180 maybe.
So you have to turn your head if you need to look from one side of the screen to another.
Tyrant is saying in the chat that John's voice is rather quite related to Hank and Flurble, so if you can, LoneJohn, raise your gain mic output, it would be cool.
How do I do that? In Discord?
You can try Windows, maybe also.
Okay.
Yeah. On the lower right side of your screen, you should have an icon showing your mic. Guess.
But I think you should also have in Discord your output.
Discord has one too.
Or should we talk a bit quieter?
Yes, we can do that. We can whisper.
No, we
Can
can't.
you hear me now?
I want to use my big voice.
I like to use my big voice too.
Now you sounded just like my son when he gets angry. I'm angry. I'm 3 years old and I'm angry. He's so funny.
Are you saying I have the voice of a 3-year-old hanger?
No, use it.
Is it better now?
Maybe a bit. I can try if I can raise your voice to the disc.
I can I maximize it here. Now it's on the maximum in the Discord app.
Okay, then you probably can't raise it anymore, so we just have to go with this. You have to turn up your volumes, people.
I can try to speak louder.
That's nice. So,
Could hear
shall we continue.
So you switched from the Xbox One to the PC platform. I don't know the Xbox, but could you take your commander directly and migrate it to the PC platform, or did you have to start all over again?
I started all over again. I think you can have your money transferred between platforms.
Yeah.
But not discoveries or anything like that.
Yeah.
But I didn't do anything like that. I started over from the beginning.
What was your experience the second time you started on your commander on the PC platform compared to the first time you started on your Xbox One? Was it much easier the second time?
Yeah, I think it was easier because you knew everything and could just go on and you have to make some money for in the beginning to get. I was always exploring. I haven't been PvPing or fighting or anything. I tried to. Sure, I have shot some pirates and tried to play pirates too for a short while, but exploring has been the main part the whole time.
So how did your pirating career go?
Not so very good. I started trying to force fuel people. You threaten someone to stop and you force fuel them. You just top up their fuel with the fuel input.
Well,
just for fun.
I can imagine their surprise when they got hit by a pirate, which in the end was really a fuel rat.
Yeah, but even the name and the LoneJohnSilver is from the book Treasure Island. The pirate, LoneJohnSilver.
Yeah, actually, that would be one of my questions.
And I named my ship after the ship in the same book. So in the beginning, it was pirating. Was my first thought, but I don't think I had the. I didn't even know that you could go exploring in the beginning, and I didn't realize it until months later, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So how did you find out that you could actually go exploring? Did you read it on the forum or?
No, in the on Xbox, I didn't read any forums or anything. So all info I had was in game, and that's very sparse.
Yeah.
I remember when I started my first commander that I watched a lot of YouTube videos to, well, trying to figure out how do I play this game. Watch a lot of videos in the beginning.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I really don't remember actually, but it more and more got over to exploring and to engineer a ship that could go exploring in the first place. So, and Anaconda it was, but to get an Anaconda was a long way in the beginning.
How long did it take for you to get your Anaconda?
Yeah. But then I had played it on the Xbox, so when I started over on PC, I don't remember, a couple of months maybe. I don't play very much.
Were you at the Distant Worlds, LoneJohn?
No, this is my first expedition.
Ah, cool.
Yeah, I remember Henka reflecting over how many commanders we initially had signed up on this expedition that were first-time explorers.
Yeah, we had some talk about it at some.
And it surprised me too, because going on a circumnavigation is, to say it mildly, a rather long expedition, both in time and distance.
I think that's either utterly brave or very stupid.
Just as crazy and you and I.
Mhm.
So now we're talking about this expedition, Lone John. What made you sign up to this expedition, and where did you find out about the expedition in the first place?
I thought I saw it on Reddit, and the main thing for me with this expedition is not the money or the first discoveries or anything like that. It's I've engineered my Anaconda to be able to not dock for a year, and if I can make that, the biggest I don't know the word. The biggest thing for me is to make it 1 year and the whole circumnavigation without docking. That's the biggest thing for me.
I already failed at that.
Yes.
Twice.
Mhm.
And I'm down to 82% power plant now, so and
But,
it's 50% of the trip. So I think I'm all right.
It's funny that you mentioned that, Lone John. I think I'm on with you on this one, because for me also it's not about the money or the tax. It's about mental challenge. Can you do it? How many can do this? It's a year. It's a long time.
Yeah.
But then again, I have my alt account, so I'm maybe in a bit easier position than many of us who has only one account. So, but then again, I don't play much with my alt account. So,
And do you have an old account? Is Lone John Silver your only Elite Dangerous account if we don't take an Xbox
It's my only
account on PC?
Yeah. And the Xbox account is the same name, LoneJohnSilver. But
I gather Long John Silver was already taken.
yes, it was. But I haven't seen it anywhere yet. And prior this, I haven't been further than Sage. And I went to Jack Station and
Yep.
from Jack Station maybe halfway to the western edge. And I left my Xbox Commander there. He's still there, and I haven't played him since. And that's almost 2 years now.
So, your motivation for joining this expedition. What are your objectives and goals for your journey? Already covered that a bit.
Just to make just to make it around the whole year, no dock, and
Yeah.
that's
considering that was your goal, how did you feel when you realized that your Elite doesn't work and your graphics card was? Did you feel like it's over, or how did you feel about?
Well, it occupied my entire time for almost 3 weeks trying to get it to work.
Wow.
Every hour I could spare, I tried to get it to work, and I reinstalled my whole PC with Windows and everything maybe 5 or 6 times.
Oh my god.
And didn't install anything but Windows, Elite Dangerous, and the graphic drivers. Nothing else. And every time I started it up, it was the same error message. I could sometimes get it to work for a couple of minutes in non-horizon mode.
That's odd.
So I could do a couple of jumps maybe, but you can't do a circumnavigation without collecting materials.
Yeah.
So without Horizons, I couldn't continue.
I can only imagine how bummed you were most probably when you realized that you can't continue DECE.
Yeah, it was tough. It was hard, actually.
Yeah. I remember when you talked about it in Discord, and I was like, "Oh man, when it's real life hardware problems, it must have been devastating."
Yeah.
Because when you don't know what's the reason.
It was a pretty. The computer was only a year old, and a 1080 card.
Oh my god!
So it shouldn't just quit working.
So you probably got a new card for. You must have had it like warranty.
No, it was just over 1 year, and I talked to the shop where I bought it, and they said that they only had 1 year warranty on graphic cards, but they could look at it, so I could leave it to them, and it would take like 3 weeks to make for them to look at it.
Wow.
And then I bought a new one instead.
Only 1 year warranty. That's odd.
Yeah, I don't think that's legal in Sweden, but I didn't have the. I didn't. Didn't want to argue with it, so I just bought a new one.
Yeah. But we are, as we said, we are glad that you're back. Nice to have
Thank you. And I'm very glad to be back.
So, what new card did you end up buying?
It's 1080 again. But
From the same manufacturer, or
no, another manufacturer, and and it was a little bit bigger than my prior, so I hardly could fit it in my computer. More fans and. But now it's working great.
So, what resolution do we have on your 75-inch flat screen?
It's not 4K, but it's the same as 4K almost. It's called something HDR.
Yeah.
Something 4000 times 2000 something.
So I'm thinking Elite Dangerous must look totally awesome on that widescreen.
Yes, it does. But I don't really understand the difference between if you have 4K, and that's 4096 times 2160. Yes. And this is 3840 times 2160. So it's just a little different.
Just 240 4K. Yeah.
But it looks great, yes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
By the way, we don't have Basecamp 17 information just yet because Commander Arnoldo is still looking for the Basecamp 17, so hopefully we will get the information next week.
Manga.
And the departure date will come to the screen now.
So right now we need an instance mass jump starter. I'm in multi-crew with Henke, so I cannot invite anyone into a wing. So we need a volunteer from the base camp to go ahead and start the mass jump instance. Jackie, but she hasn't replied yet. So we need a volunteer to go ahead and start the mass jump instance.
There were two ships lifting when you said it.
Those two ships, they were Was it Jackie or?
Where are you going to jump from, Macross? From the main star?
Well, I think we can just start it from the gas giant. I'm talking to. You can decide. I'm saying to Jackie Silver that she can decide the mass jump target. Mass jump start.
Oh, by the way, regarding those SRV races, I'm really hoping that Basecamp 18 would have one race location. Unfortunately, I won't be there because of real life, but I will try to find a racetrack for you guys.
If you can hang up, please make sure that it is fully lit by the star.
Yeah.
Racing in dark isn't that fun.
Yeah.
It's
going to be something.
Make it a fully light part of the planet. That would be great.
How far is Basecamp 18?
We try to keep on the 12 Kylies between Basecamp, so Basecamp 18 is about 24 Kylies from here.
It should be close to the next waypoint.
Yeah, it's quite close.
So, if you set your destination from this base camp to the next waypoint, then you should be in a pretty good shape for getting close to the base camp 17. Sorry.
17. Okay. So, do you know how many commanders that haven't docked or crashed like me?
I think there's
no, I don't think we have. No, I don't think we have those numbers, but I know a few who has been back to the bubble, and Henke has been back. I've been back, and I know for sure that Jackie Silver has been back.
But I haven't sold my data. Not any single data. I did go back to change my ship at Christmas, but I didn't sell any data back then. So I have all the data with me still. Alright, or at least I hope it is, because I crashed back. I had that accident at Beagle Point where my ship crash landed. So, but I have no reason to believe that Frontier Support didn't get my data back.
Well, I guess you'll find that out, Henke, when you start selling your data and you come up with half the journey short.
I already know, because I checked the very first Earth-like world I found on this trip is I can access the system, so that means I have visited the system. So I think that should be enough. I have full confidence in Frontier Support that they will have my data restored.
Yeah, the customer support guys, they are really good guys. Unless they tell you that you can't get your SAV back because you didn't provide any video footage.
Yeah. But so far they have replaced all the SRVs which we have destroyed. Even without video footage.
Yeah, I think that's nice. Maybe they now have realized that they really have a problem.
And I have to say,
with the ASV bug.
2 weeks ago, back at Beagle, it wasn't last week, the week before, when I destroyed my SRV and support restored it in 3 hours. That was fast.
Yeah, that was quick, and that was the weekend, right?
Yeah, that was the Friday before the flyby, I think. I don't remember, but anyways, they did really great job, and I'm grateful for that.
Lone John, you mentioned that you have tried a bit of piracy, not much PvP. do in Elite Dangerous when you're not out on a year-long expedition?
I don't miss anything of the bubble actually, and the last months before this expedition, I was part of a player group, and
Really?
science-
Which one?
I don't remember the name now.
Some Swedish
pop
play
out.
group. Swedish play group.
No, not the Swedish. But I joined a science team in that player group to look for geyser sites.
Okay.
So we had a long list of geyser sites within a couple of hundred light years around our home base. So you could easily go for a round trip, maybe 5 or 6 stops to get all the materials you needed for engineering exploration ship.
So you use the geyser sites as material gathering sites?
Yes, because they spawn a lot of rares, and the thing is they spawn only every second week, I think. Maybe it might have changed since then, but they spawn if I go to a geyser site and get all the materials. It takes 2 weeks before it fills up for me.
Isn't that the same interval when you go to a base and scan the communication towers?
That's possible, yes. But you can go around this by, if you go there and you pick up everything, and then you leave, you get a friend to get there who don't want the materials. Then you join his instance, and then you can pick his materials.
Tricky.
Yeah.
But once you do that, 14 days again, after you've been into a friend's instance, need another friend.
Yes. But it was a big player group, so you can always get someone to get ahead of you and just to land and give you a wing. All these sites were in a couple of hundred light years from our home base planet.
Nice. So you mentioned that you have been to Sagittarius A. Was that in the initial phases of your Elite Dangerous career? And was it on your Xbox One or was it on PC?
Xbox One. I've been there on PC too. I did the Jax SAG A. But before this expedition, I did SAG A, Jack Station, and I was also out looking on the Formidine Rift. So I traveled a lot around the Formidine.
You joined the Formidine Rift mystery.
Yeah, I even tried to join the, what's the name? The Formidine, the play group.
Okay, the Canon? Was it Canon or
no,
was there
the Protectors of Salome.
You mean Raxla?
Yeah, Raxla. I tried to join the Raxla group, but
enough Raxla?
They didn't want me.
Wow. That's
really?
odd.
And did you get a reason why the children of Raxla didn't want you?
No, I didn't.
They just refused you?
No, you fill out a form and then you wait for a confirmation, and I never got any confirmation, so it just disappeared. And I tried to join the Fuel Rats too. They didn't want me either.
What? Why? Did they say why?
They didn't say why either.
That's odd.
Could have been because of my semi-nude pictures on Reddit.
Your nude pictures from Reddit?
Yeah, that's a story by itself.
Do we want to
I
hear it?
posted an image on Reddit where I was in my commander chair. I have a chair where with my hot ass and everything, and I took a picture with no shirt on. It was in the middle of the summer. It was very warm, and I was playing with no shirt on. And my girlfriend took a picture of me when I was sitting in my Oculus Rift. She thought I would look fun. And I posted that on Reddit, and it became a very big discussion about nipples.
What the fuck?
That male nipples are
What?
okay to show, but not female nipples.
But
So
did you show female nipples?
What did you say?
Was there any female nipples?
No. This was my nipples, but it became the picture. The Reddit post became a discussion about nipples.
What? Actual I can't believe that's true, but I have no reason to doubt you. But that sounds just...
I got sick of it, and I posted an image with me in total nude, holding my joystick in front of my genitals.
What? So I take it they didn't like it.
No, I was banned from Reddit for maybe 2 months.
Oh my god.
I had to beg and promise not to ever do something like that again to come back.
Oh my god.
So we have a very good advice to our listeners, Inga, that you should not this on Reddit of yourself, even if you have a HOTAS in front of your genitals.
The lesson to learn in this story, boys and girls, is you can't have nipples.
No. But the thing was that I read the Reddit rules, and according to Reddit rules, it's okay to post nude and semi-nude pictures of yourself, but not of someone else if you don't have their consent.
You didn't break any Reddit rules.
No, but you have all the groups or the subreddits have their own rules. And the Elite Dangerous had non-nude rule.
I really haven't never really gotten used to use Reddit. I have never learned to use it. I don't bother to learn it. I think it's extremely confusing, and I don't understand Reddit. I can't use it. I don't want to learn to use it.
I think the forum pages are confusing.
I have heard that from many Reddit users, but
Yes.
I just don't understand the logic behind Reddit. I posted the Beagle Point meetup, the flyby video in Reddit. That was my second Reddit post in my whole life, and week after that I tried to search my post from the Elite Danger subreddit, and I didn't find it. I have absolutely no idea where my post is. That's so confusing. Then I find it eventually clicking from my own profile, but I don't think that should work like that. But I just don't bother to learn it because I think the forums is still the best place for information. But then again, LoneJohn, you said at the beginning that you heard about DECE at Reddit. So maybe there's something for me too there. Maybe I should take a look someday, because
Yeah, that's a funny thing, Henka, because I don't have a Reddit account, so someone must have posted something about the expedition on Reddit. I certainly didn't do that.
yeah, I posted the meetup, the flyby video there, and made a little story about what happened there and stuff like that. And it didn't get any more points, or I don't know how Reddit works. Do I need to get points? I don't know.
Get lost every time I try to venture into Reddit.
Mm-hmm.
I can read the first post, and then for me it's just a mess.
Yeah, me too.
I kind of like it. And during the search for Raxla and the Formidine Rift, the news came very quickly on Reddit when people found something.
Yeah.
And what did you think of the conclusion of the Rift, the Formidine Rift mystery?
It was a bit of a down. I was hoping there should have been something more.
But the conclusion of the Formidine Rift.
Yeah, with the mystery and the blackout of the ships that.
Was a ship there, right?
Yeah, you have the ships you can find in the Formidine Rift now. The Surara.
Yeah.
What was the conclusion of the Formidine Rift? Okay.
Yeah, that was the conclusion. And before that, you had the bases. You could scan and get messages from all the ships that had gone lost.
By the way, I don't think that we are going to have any instancing issues this time because there's only like 5 ships present. I think.
Well, we might have an issue with me finding the instance with Jackie Silver because I cannot, because I'm in multi-crew with you, Henka, so I'm trying to find a low wake. I can see LoneJohnSilver now. Are you about to jump into the instance, LoneJohn?
I just jumped in right now.
And you're there with Jackie Silver?
Yes, I think so.
I'm trying to low wake into your I'm trying to jump into your low wake, but last time I did that, I ended up on the other side of the gas giant. And I'm trying again in about 6 million miles, 6 million meters.
I think that.
Let's see how that goes.
I did a wrong dropout, but now I'm with Jackie Silver, but no one else.
Shit, I'm all alone again.
No,
on
I'm
the other
still
side of the gas giant.
Houston, we have problems.
There's
But
something.
if I don't make it, guys, then I think you should just go ahead and do the mass jump and make sure someone takes the footage. I know Jackie here tends to. Running. Darn it.
I wonder if Jackie Silver is still moving, because every time I jump out, she's about 50 light seconds away.
Oh, it could be that Jackie is too close to the gas giant, so we are having problem getting to her instance. You're hearing us on the stream right now.
Mm-hmm.
Jackie's too close to the gas giant.
Yeah, it seems that it's easy. It really sucks that you can't be in a wing and in multi-crew at the same time. Sometimes Elite and its restrictions really bother me.
And she's.
Well, you can't be in a wing and in multi-crew at the same time. That's kind of bad, poor planning, I think. But I think there's some technical limitations behind that reason.
I've just asked Jackie to move away from the gas giant. 2 light seconds should be enough, I think.
We can always postpone the mass jump like with 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
Yeah, let's postpone the mass jump for 15 minutes.
Okay, let's do that. So
I can find a good instance.
Mass jump will occur and at 16:15 in game time.
15.
But if you exit multi-crew and you join the instance and then enter multi-crew again, couldn't that work?
Oh, yeah, I can do that. But I still think Jackie is too close to the gas giant.
I'm trying.
Unless Lone John, did you say that you can see Jackie Silver right now?
Yeah, I'm trying to drop in on her now.
And
Jackie Silver, you are not in the instance. You're not in noble space.
are you in the normal space, Lone John?
No, I'm still in Super Cruise. But Jackie is moving.
Oh, is Jackie in Super Cruise now?
Yeah, she's moving further out.
Jackie. Good. We will do the mass jump.
We have 6 commanders. 1, 2, 3, yeah, 6, 7 commanders, including you, Macross. And I really like that we have Commander Chop here also. He has been following.
Chop is here.
Yes, it's nice.
Let's see.
You guys can continue. I have to pop out and go see if I have that beer for me. I will be right back.
Jackie says she is 2.5 light seconds, and now I can see her low wake, so I will try to jump into her wake. And here we go! Yay! AW, and I see Penny. Hey, fantastic. So, Lone John, how did your first trip to Sagittarius go?
Went great. I did the Neutron Highway to Jack Station. I think maybe 165 jumps. No, this was prior any Neutron Highway. I did my own Neutron Highway. I plotted them all by myself. And so Jack Station was 165 jumps, and from there I did more of a exploration with shorter jumps around Sergei, and then back to Jack Station. Yeah. And then my plan was to go out to the western edge of the galaxy. And from there, to continue from there. But that was my first plan. But halfway to the western edge from Jack Station, I quit my Xbox account and started over on PC.
So, and I gather you have been on the western side of the galaxy now.
Yeah, on this.
Because you repeated all the waypoints, right?
Yeah, all the waypoints I have. But not prior this. This is my first time.
Guys, I have an announcement to make.
Do you have a beer?
Oh my god, that's good.
You know what, Henka? I love those kinds of announcements. I
Me too.
I really do.
And I love my wife that she went and get beer for me. But although she
Oh, she had to actually go buy a beer.
Yeah, but she wanted it also, so it wasn't for me only.
So you're sharing a beer?
Yeah. No, this one is mine, but there's 6 beers and at least 3 of those are mine. It's marriage.
I'm too close to the gas giant, so my maximum speed is 200 kilometers a second. I'm getting...
Yeah.
Oh no.
Move away from the gravity well as quickly as possible.
Yes.
Oh my god, I have to say that this chieftain looks bad with the paint job. It's really worn out. Oh my god. This is almost as bad as Chopship.
Macros, your Anaconda.
I absolutely love my Anaconda.
You have made the new engineering.
Everything except, no, not except, but including the Guardian FSD booster, which, by the way, doesn't work yet.
Mm. But your jump range was something like 75 light years, or?
No, not quite. But current jump range is, let's see, it's 7069, and max is 72.06. So
nice.
A maximum jump range of 72 light years. And I really like it because every time the route plotter says, "Oh, you have a 70 light year jump," I smile inside a little bit.
But you know,
it was totally worth it.
You know,
was
Macros,
it a lot of work to get it?
Well, if you include the fact that I had to leave the expedition and do a quick jaunt back to the bubble and do the re-engineering, then yes, it was quite a lot of work.
But you know, Macros, it's not all about the range.
Are you sure you want to say that? I think you are in your type 10 and at the start of this very interview you said, I probably shouldn't have switched to my type 10. But I agree. Doing a normal exploration, have any great jump range. If you have a 20 light year jump range in your ship, then go for it. You can go almost anywhere in the galaxy. But considering that this expedition is a little bit special, you know, it's called the circumnavigation dead ends, and to be frank, I've hit a bit of some dead ends on this expedition. Even with my 72 light years jump range, I've hit some dead ends too.
It's actually quite funny. I had few dead ends also when I had the Anaconda, but with T10 I haven't had a single dead end. But that's mostly, I think, because I don't dare go to as to the edge with T10.
Yeah.
And I don't have the time to go anywhere on my own.
Yeah, exactly.
My time is limited.
And you know what? People saying that you don't need a big jump range, they are not considering the fact that the more jump range you have, it takes you to get there, and we are all limited by our available time in Elite Dangerous. I wish it weren't.
But I can promise you, Macros, so
you have real life demanding your time as well, so for the more jump range you have, the more you can get done in Elite Dangerous.
But I can promise you, Macros, if there will be DC2, my jump range will be more than 36 light years. That's a fact.
So, how much of a jump range do you think you will have on DC2?
It depends on the waypoints. But I'm thinking way harder and difficult Germany for DC2. More challenging,
So-
maybe. Also, I think the
So
base
you're
camps should be a bit more challenging to reach at DC2.
I remember the initial discussions on the base camps,
Yeah.
and someone was bringing along a Cobra MK3 and was asking, "What about me to attend any of
Yeah.
the base camps?" And we said, "Why not?" So initially we said that the base camp should be reachable for almost any ship in the fleet. It has been so far, and I think it has been great that we placed the base camps in locations not that hard to reach. I think that has been a good
Yeah.
thing. But I also agree that on a possible DC2, then why not? Let's make it harder than DC1.
Yeah, I already think that it should at least have a bit more challenge. We don't want to do this again. This same expedition, something different. But DC2 isn't confirmed, and it's only a talk at this point. So don't get your hopes up yet.
No, we have to get back, and for that we have 139 days left of the expedition, so we are still a ways off from the end, and then we have to complete Distant Worlds 2, right?
And you never know what...
Most of our fleet are signed up to Distant Worlds 2.
Yeah, and you know what?
With 2,000 other commanders.
That's nuts. I think 2,000 to 2,600 at this point. 27 almost, I think.
Yeah, and I think when we get closer to Q4, Q1, we'll get more signups, because more communication will come forth on the forum and Reddit and YouTube and wherever you get your interest information.
Going back to last week and Beagle Point meet, I'm not expecting much from the meetups at Distant Worlds 2.
No, we have this in-game challenge of instancing, crashes, and loss of FPS, and that is a big problem, and it will put a dampener on the meetups, definitely.
Oh, by the way, jumping back to Beagle Point again, congrats, LoneJohn, from your SRV win.
Yeah, thank you.
Because you did win the race, although I was first at the finish line, but you did really win the race because I was just watching the race from my SRV.
You're a great race. It was my first race, actually. We did some jumping, some canyon jumping in the beginning of the expedition, but this was my first race.
Yeah, I think.
And how did you like the race?
Yeah, it was very fun. Yes.
If you're going to race again, would you like that the next track is same kind, or easier, or harder?
Ooh.
Just asking. I'm not planning anything, but just asking.
It would be great to have an SRV race where you had to cross canyons during the race.
That would be awesome.
Where's my pen and paper?
I agree, LoneJohn. That would be awesome.
But if you miss one jump, you're lost.
Yeah, I think that would be nice. We will see what we can do. But there will be more SRV racing upcoming base camps.
When the game works, SRV races are definitely fun, especially if you have a voice channel too. Then you can hear all the commander outbursts.
Yeah, I think that voice channel is
completed
mandatory.
My 4 premium SRV repair.
Yeah, I think that voice channel is really...
Your SRV tumbling and turning that is really fun. By the way, LoneJohn, did you get your prize?
Yeah, I didn't get my prize.
What was the prize?
The SRV paint job corroded.
Wow. Hopefully
But
you didn't have it already. So.
No, I don't think so. I can't fetch it until October, so.
I think you have to make a run for the bubble and get it, and come back.
But now
Yeah,
I'm all yellow. My ship is yellow, and my SRVs are yellow, and everything is yellow. But that's a thought behind, because my ship's name is the Yellow Anaconda in Latin.
Mm-hmm.
So this must be you, then.
The Notarius is the Yellow Anaconda in Latin.
Yeah. But you know, LoneJohn, you really should have yellow-blue Anaconda.
Yeah, but I have blue thrusters and blue lasers.
Ah, that's nice.
Yellow and blue is the Swedish flag for all who doesn't know.
By the way, congrats on the ice hockey.
Yeah, I'm not very interested in hockey, but I learned the other day that we won.
Sweden won the ice hockey. Oh, congratulations!
Like you wouldn't know.
I'm.
How did Denmark manage?
Oh, really don't know. I just took note of Denmark beating Finland.
Yeah, I think Finland came second or third. I don't really follow either.
No. Looking at your paint job now, and it looks a bit worn.
Yeah.
Refresh. Well, personally, I'm a big fan of the pulse paint jobs because you know what? All those great-looking paint jobs that looks great if you're inside the station are very close to an O-star. They don't look great when you are out in the black or on a dark planet. So my personal favorite of the paint job, they are the pulse paint jobs, because when you are dark places like you usually are in the black, then pulse paint jobs they look really great. But you know what? The downside of the impulse pulse paint jobs, they are really that you cannot see the longitude decimal or the longitude numbers if they are negative or positive when you have the pulse, so you have to make a guess.
That's like a design flaw. That sounds like a bad design flaw, I think.
And you have to squint a lot and look at the numbers and double check and recheck to make sure, was it minus or was it not minus? So it has an effect where you land on planets.
But then again, you have Edison, which you can use.
Edison is really awesome. It makes it really
it was really
painless
good
to go to a destination.
Yeah, I think that using Edison with SRV racing was really nice touch.
Although we had some commanders that were willing to place themselves as markers along the racetrack at the racetrack end, so that was nice too.
So we are
also,
closing.
I think Chen got some awesome coverage.
Yeah, we are closing our mass jump time. What are your thoughts about DECE so far, LoneJohn? And your final words?
And my final words, it's been great. It's very fun. It's my first time playing an MMO game and communicating with other players. This is my first time. I've never done it before, and it's makes the whole thing a much more fun and easier to continue.
Great to have you, LoneJohn.
Thank you.
Very much for joining us, LoneJohn.
Thank you.
Rejoined the fleet.
So we have only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ships. And it might be the time of day that we don't have more ships, or then the fact that it was only a week between this and Beacon Point.
I know for a fact some commanders couldn't make it to this
Yeah.
base camp. So should I stay back a bit so you can do the footage, Henke?
Yeah, and I think now everyone should be going, and there goes the chieftain.
Moving now. Jackie's not moving. Jackie, go ahead.
Move,
Hey,
move.
Jackie's moving.
Go.
2 ships behind me.
Oh my god, camera, what are you doing? Oh my god. This was almost as lame mass jump as back in Beacon Point a week ago.
No, far from it, Henke. It was a good mass jump.
Yeah, you had,
know
but
what happened
I
at
was in
mass jump
different
for me?
instance.
When I switched to free cam, my game froze.
Yeah, but I was in different instance. The one where I was, it wasn't anything pretty. But yeah, I think that we have been talking about this a lot, and I really think that Frontier should address the instancing issue. And I'm done.
Yeah, the multiplayer part definitely needs to be looked at. Definitely.
I really don't think that game like Elite should have maximum player of 15 in an instance. That's just not enough.
Well, in my mind, there shouldn't be any limit at all.
But hey, something positive. We didn't have any instancing issues this time.
No, we didn't.
Cool. But yeah, I think this has been Basecamp 16 talk show and mass jump with our guest, Commander LoneJohnSilver. Thank you, LoneJohn.
Thank you very much.
Was
And
nice
now
to
I
have you.
remember the play group I was part of. It was Simbad.
Oh. Nice.
Did you say Simbad?
Simbad, yes. Very nice group.
Ah.
And do a lot of activities. And I like them a lot.
I cannot forget that Children of Raxler didn't accept your application.
I really can't accept that
Okay.
Reddit didn't accept nipples.
No.
That's crushing.
No, it was not Reddit. It was a subreddit of Elite Dangerous.
But anyway, it's devastating. I like nipples. Yeah, I think that's good place to stop. So we will see you in 2 weeks in Basecamp 17, and the departure date is running at the screen, top of the screen, and we will see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.
Bye.